In a recent interview with Games Radar, Star Wars Outlaws directors Julian Gerighty and Matthias Karlsson, I hope I didn't screw up their names, responded to the game's lukewarm reception and shared their plans for future content. The game, which released last week, has garnered mixed reviews, with some critics citing that it's impressive presentation-wise, but criticize its action and stealth mechanics. Gerighty admitted to feeling a little disappointed by the game's Metacritic score, but emphasized that player feedback remains positive. He acknowledged issues with the game's stealth sections, particularly a mission in a planet called Morrigana that players found overly punishing. He said, "We are working on improvements, including a patch in the next 10 days. Karlsson defended the inclusion of stealth elements, which he believes enhances the Scoundrel fantasy and adds a variety to the quests. He assured that the team is open to adjusting these mechanics, though, based on player feedback. Looking ahead, Gerighty hinted at an exciting content update, including story packs featuring Lando Calrissian and Hondo Ohnaka. Despite the current criticism, the developers remain committed to refining the game and ensuring it offers long-term enjoyment. Ubisoft has faced challenges recently with the game's performance actually affecting stock prices." Nick, I know you haven't played this game because maybe part of the problem is that it's only available on PS5 and Xbox.
That's 100%.
And your system.
That's 100% the problem.
But I will say, I was looking forward to this game. So much so that I paid for the early access. Why I spent an extra $40, I still don't know. Because literally I got early access and was only able to play it a day earlier. So I'm an idiot. But the reality is I'm not sucked into this game like I was for Jedi Fallen Order. And I have to say, and we've referenced this before, Lucasfilm went crazy. Lucasfilm Games went crazy bringing people out there to California to play the game, to give them advanced looks. And surprisingly, all those guys love the game. Right. They love what they're seeing. Again, I'm not saying it's a bad game at all. It's a lot of fun. My son is enjoying it. But it just doesn't have that power that some of the other games did.
So you're 100% right. I haven't played this game yet because I have a PlayStation 4 because I'm 100 years old. But there's still hope because at some point, I believe it's even this month, Jedi Survivor is going to be finally ported to PlayStation 4. So I'm going to get to finally play that, even though I've watched all the cutscenes. I watched producer Lloyd played Outlaws on Twitch for a little bit the other day. I watched that for just a little bit. This story interested me mostly because the things that were in this news story I was not at all aware of. One, I haven't played the game, but everything I have seen online has been very glowing and positive.
Yeah.
It was a lot of let's punch pikes. Everybody's having fun with the photo mode. I was with Brian and Holly Fry in Atlanta this weekend, and Holly talked about how she spent an hour just taking pictures of Rhodians. Like, there's a lot of positivity and love coming out of this, which I think is a great thing. So I wasn't aware that there were these kind of issues.
Yep.
And it kind of reminds me of, I think it was the launch of Battlefront 2, where there were all the issues early on with like the pay-to-play modes and all the extra things.
Yeah.
I think the thing that Ubisoft has going for them that who did Battlefront 2? DICE, whoever did that.
EA DICE, yep.
They did step up and go, yeah, this isn't great. Let's see what we can do to fix it. They're not just going, well, too bad you bought the game. We have your money. It's your problem now.
Right.
There does seem to be attention being paid to, we want to help fix this experience. We want to help with it. And I love a company that's going to listen to its customers and its consumers and say, hey, we're not just doing this for the money. We do want you to enjoy it.
Yep. I will say, and I love that too. And I think that's really great. And a lot of game companies, I mean, just recently, Bethesda has been talking about whatever the hell it is, Starfield, which I played, and the support that they're giving to that. But I feel like this game might be suffering a little bit from Acolyte syndrome in that the people who love it, let's admit it, it's us nerds. It's the people who are so in the tank for Star Wars, and the audience, I mean, the Metacritic scores, those don't come from just generic Star Wars fans. So,
all right. Anyway, so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
As somebody who played it and as somebody who's an age like I am and has a different relationship to video games than Jack does.
Yep.
I watched Lloyd play this game. Lloyd's much younger than us also. I watched him play for 20, 25 minutes the other night on Twitch.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest, watching him play, I thought, this feels complicated. I feel like I'm going to get irritated quickly because there's a lot of check this out, check that out, collect this, collect that. Like,
yeah.
Does that track? What was your experience like as a Gen X game player?
Yeah, what I liked a lot about the Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor games is it's a lot of action. It's a lot of swinging your lightsaber. It's shooting guys. It's doing that thing. This is a sneak around game. This is really like an Assassin's Creed kind of game. So it's not for everybody. And I think that might be part of the problem is I might not have the attention span for it. So,
well, when I read in that news story, the part about a particular area where the stealth thing was extra hard.
Yeah.
I just went like, I quit one of the Horizon games because I couldn't get past like some bow and arrow part. I was like, you know what? I'm irritated. I can't take this. I'm out.
I ain't got time for this.
Yeah. That's honestly, what's the one? Knights of the Old Republic. I've only ever played it on the mobile iOS version, which I know is the wrong way to do it. But I got to the part on Dantooine with like the alien dogs that attack you, and I was like, screw it, I'm out. I can't play this game anymore.
Too much work. Absolutely. Yeah. So we'll see where that goes. It's not that I'm not going to finish it. I'm not going to play it. It's not something I've been playing NFL 25 more than I've been playing this game. So that's that kind of tells you where it's at.